Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the final series of the day. What if Naruto had multiple people sealed inside of him? Part 14. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends in your social media platform, and also on this channel I post a new episode of What If Naruto Returned Different after his training trip, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy. And I also post a new episode of What If Naruto took his training seriously, so go ahead and check out that as well. And over on Anime King 2 I posted What If Naruto rebuilt the Uzumaki clan, and I also posted What If Naruto was trained by gods, and I also posted a new episode of What If Naruto was taken by Orochimaru, so go ahead and check out those, and I hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. Thank you all for your help and your support, and remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you all for your help and your support. And without further ado, let's get straight into the new episode. Start the intro.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their
So, the last time we left off, Naruto released Eva from the crystal as she's on his team with Haku as they're going to take part in Chunin exams. The Raikage and his niece Yujito came to Konoha with her squad as Samui is their bodyguard, as they had a marriage proposal between the 4th Hokage's son and the niece of the Raikage, as Naruto brought them to his compound where he had released everyone from his mindscape, and they're all now a part of the Fuhen clan, so the clan is very large in size. Neji also has most of Naruto's abilities, and he and few of the girls are together as well, so with him and Naruto the clan will be large in no time. So the group went to take the Chunin exams. As they arrived, as they did the first part of the test, Naruto then told Ibiki after the test was over that Kabuto is a spy. He has information that he shouldn't have. And also, the Raikage and the others are staying at the Fuhen compound for the time being. And also, Ino saw when Naruto released Eva, as she has been hearing everything. Ever since Naruto let her in his mindscape, she had a mental connection to him, so the both of them decided to make a Pachio, as she's now bonded with him. And we left off the last part when Anko broke into the room, as it was time for the second phase of the Chunin exams, the Forest of Death. So yeah guys, that was basically the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the place and check it out for yourself, so let's start this new episode. Welcome to the Forest of Death, Anko said with a grin. Oh, I'm so scared, Kiba mocked. A second later, his left cheek was bleeding, and a kunai was in the ground behind him. You know, it's tough guys like you that keep this forest growing as fertilizer, Anko said as she stood behind Kiba with a kunai at his neck. After he nearly wet his pants, she told them about the second phase of the exam, the Heaven and the Earth Scroll. She also instructed them to sign the papers to relieve Konoha of any responsibility if they die. After everyone got their scroll, Hinata did a quick inspection. All of the rookies team and Team 9 as well has Heaven Scroll. They probably don't want us to fight amongst ourselves, Ino said. What are you guys talking about? Shikamaru asked as he approached the group with Choji. Most of the Konoha teams has Heaven Scroll, said Naruto quietly. Are you making a proposition of some sort? Asked Shino as he was there as well. When all of you have your scroll, we will pick you guys up and bring you to the tower. Or if you get in any serious trouble, we will help, Eva suggested. This place is our team training ground. We know it like the back of our hands, said Naruto. How do we know that you won't attack us and steal the Earth Scroll that we gather? Oshaizu asked. Because I already have one, Naruto said as he opened his trench coat to reveal the required scroll. How? Choji asked. There is no specific rules about not gathering the scroll before the exam begins, said Eva with a smirk on her face. And no, we won't get scroll for you guys as well. Like Ibiki said, if you can't handle the exam, you will die on mission, said Haku. As the time was up, as Anko instructed them all to their gates. 10 minutes later, Team 11 was in front of a shocked Iruka. How? Iruka asked, as they completed the task in 10 minutes. Haku, can you take care of our room while Eva and I go take care of some business? Naruto asked. Sure, Haku said. Hold on, where are you guys going? Iruka asked. The Hokage asked us to keep an eye on some of our guests. Ask one of the Jonin sensei for details, said Naruto, as both him and Eva vanished. For the next several hours, Naruto and Eva kept an eye on the Sand team, as Naruto was quite disturbed to see how Gaara had become. So they spent some more time searching through the forest. Naruto was about to check on Ino to see how she was doing, but she contacted him telepathically. Naruto, we have a big problem, Ino said, with urgency in her voice. What's wrong? Naruto asked. It's Sasuke. He somehow got a curse mark something, and he's going berserk. He was asleep when the Sound team attacked, and Shikamaru convinced us to help Team 7. But Sasuke now broke one of Sound Ninja's arms. The girl is still unconscious from my jutsu, and the other one is about to run, and Sasuke said that he wanted to test his new power. Eva then held on to Naruto as the both of them sank into her shadow. As they came out of Ino's shadow, as Naruto caught Sasuke's fist before he punched Choji. Dope, Sasuke yelled as he jumped back into the middle of the clearing. You, mommy guy, drop your scroll, Naruto said, as he looked at the Sound team member. After he dropped the scroll, Naruto looked at him with a large amount of killing intent, as Dosu looked up at Naruto as he found it hard to breathe, but Naruto lessened the killing intent. Did Orochimaru told you to attack Team 7 or just Sasuke? Just Sasuke, Dosu muttered out. Take your team and leave before I change my mind, Naruto said, as Dosu quickly grabbed Zaku and Kin as they got out of there. Dope, you let my prey get away, Sasuke yelled. Your prey? Eva said, as she raised her eyebrow. Yes, but you can be the test subject instead, Sasuke said with a grin across his face. At this point, the black markings surrounded Sasuke's body as a purple glow was emanated off of him as he charged at Naruto. As Naruto stood there, as he waited for Sasuke to come, he then vanished before Sasuke hit as he appeared beside Sasuke and backhanded him into a tree. Some dark power, Naruto said in a bored tone. Why don't you show him the true meaning of darkness, Naruto? Said Eva as she levitated from the ground to get a better view. Gladly, Naruto said with a smirk. Darkness consumed, Naruto said, as the whole clearing was swallowed by darkness. As all the darkness flooded into Naruto's body, as he had strange black markings around his body as well. This is the true meaning of darkness, Naruto said, in a dark tone that makes Sasuke shivered as everyone else was scared as they looked at Naruto. As he opened his eyes, as he had a star pattern in his eyes that was black and red. As he then beat Sasuke down and knocked him out, as the curse mark retreated back into his neck. As Naruto then calmed himself and deactivated his ability, he then looked up at Neji and Tenten. Are you going to check on your teammates sometime today? Naruto said as he motioned to an unconscious Lee. He's fine, Neji said, as he glanced at Lee with his Byakugan. Tenten quickly dropped to the ground as she picked up Lee. Naruto then heard what happened to Sasuke. As Sakura awoken, the last thing she remembered was the Sound Kunoichi knocking her out, as Eva appeared behind her and knocked her out. Okay, I believe that you all already have your scrolls, Naruto asked Shikamaru, who nodded. Good, we'll take you to the tower then. We'll have to take them as well, Naruto said. The Hokage will want me to take care of that mark. Naruto then made a mental link with Anko. Anko, Orochimaru's in Konoha. He marked the Uchiha a few hours ago. We're bringing him to the tower. Get the old man. On it. But damn it, why did that bastard have to show up? Anko complained. As they ended the conversation, Naruto felt an immense amount of killing intent that could only cause by a being that have yokai from one of the tail beasts. That's not Gaara, said Eva. Yujito, Naruto whispered. Eva, take them to the tower, he said, as Naruto then vanished. It took him less than 30 seconds to get there, and when he did, Naruto was pissed to what he saw. Yujito was on the ground, her legs tied up, her clothes mostly torn apart. and her upper body was covered with several seal tags that were being kept there by kunais that pierced Yujito's body. And the ones that were stabbing her like this were her teammates. In an instant, Naruto flashed behind the Kumo ninja, as before he could even think, a blade was sticking through his chest as Naruto raised the blade of light upwards, ripping his body apart. As Naruto then dashed forward, before Gonaru could even do anything, his arms were severed by a strange white light on Naruto's arm, as he dropped to the ground screaming in pain, as Naruto's hands started to glow red as he placed his glowing red arms on the stumps, as it burned, as he didn't want him to bleed out right now, as he wanted to know why the hell they did this, as Naruto removed the kunais from Yujito and the sealing tags. As Naruto then healed her, as he was about to have a talk with Gonaru, but Yujito then wake up. Naruto, she said, as she opened her eyes. Yujito, how are you feeling? Naruto asked, as he kneeled next to her. Where are they? Yujito asked, as she tried to get up, but Naruto gently pushed her back down. Yujito, don't worry, I took care of them, Naruto said, as he motioned to the dead Danaru and looked at the crippled Gonaru. Thank God, she said, as she sighed in relief, as she tried to get up again. We need to get out of here fast. They're working for Orochimaru, the snake Sannin. What did they say? Naruto asked. They said that Orochimaru was glad that he could get a backup Jinchuriki, Yujito replied. But the sound doesn't have a Jinchuriki. Naruto's eyes then widened in realization, but the sand does. That is why they sent someone as unstable as Gaara to the exam. The sound and the sand are allies, Naruto said, and they plan on attacking Konoha. Yujito finished for him. Most likely, said Naruto. Naruto's eyes then landed on Yujito, as he blushed and turned his head. He then take off his coat. Yujito, put this on, he said, before you catch a cold. Huh? She said, as she then looked down and blushed in embarrassment as she quickly took the coat. Sorry, I didn't notice, she said, as she put on the coat. Don't worry, you had more important things to worry about, said Naruto. Besides, you have nothing to be ashamed of. Yujito blushed at his comment as she looked over at her traitorous teammate. What are you going to do with him? She asked. First, I'll interrogate him, then he's going to disappear without a trace. Disappear? Yujito questioned. Yeah, like this, Naruto said as he turned towards the dead one and activated his eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, Kamui, as his body was swiftly sucked into a vortex. Wow, Yujito said. Yeah, cool, huh? Naruto said, as he deactivated his Sharingan. Now, I'm going to have someone take you to the tower. I'll be there soon. I have to deal with this trash first, he said, as he looked at Gonaru. Eva, I'm with Yujito. She's fine now, but her teammates tried to capture her for Orochimaru. I need you to take her to the tower and have Ino help her with the trauma. She hides it well, like all Jinchurikis, but I know she's in pain, Naruto said. Alright, I told Ino, said Eva. Alright, Naruto said, as he chanted a few words, as a glowing Pachio circle appeared in front of him, as Eva came out of it. Love what you done with the place, Eva said, as she saw the ground drenched in blood, and Gonaru didn't have any arms. Yeah, it had too much green, so I added some red for the balance, Naruto said with a smirk. I take it you want some time alone with our friend over there, Eva said as she looked at Gonaru. Oh yes, we have a lot to talk about, Naruto said. Alright, have fun, said Eva, as she placed a hand on Yujito's shoulder as the both of them sank into shadow. As Gonaru had passed out, Naruto kicked him in the face, waking him up. Now then, here are your options, Naruto said. Options? Said Gonaru. Yes, you have 3 of them. You tell me everything I want to know, and I'll kill you painlessly. Tough chance, said Gonaru. 2, I torture you and make you tell me everything, and I'll kill you painlessly. You Konoha names are really dumb, you know, said Gonaru. And finally option number 3, Naruto said, as he acted like he didn't hear a thing. I will torture you until I get bored and get the information forcefully and then kill you painfully, he said. Well, it will have to be number 3, since there is no way I'm telling you anything, you lousy son of a... But he stopped as Naruto delivered a powerful kick to his face as he slammed into a tree trunk. I was hoping you would say that, Naruto said as he grinned evilly. Let's begin the fun. Half an hour later, Gonaru had no limbs at all, as Senbon needles were sticking all out of him, but the guy still wouldn't break, as Naruto had used his heated chakra blade on his hand to cut off his limbs so he wouldn't die of blood loss. As Naruto sighed, "You're really tough and loyal, you know that," he said. "Alright," said Naruto, as he placed his hand together as a Pachio card appeared in his hand that said, "Mind reading," as he placed it on his forehead, as he then kneeled down to Gonaru and tapped it on his head, as Gonaru looked at Naruto confused. "What the hell now?" he said. "You already saw that I won't break." "Well, let me ask you, is the Sound Village and the Sand Village and the Cloud Village working together?" Naruto asks. What the hell is he talking about? Why would Kumo be a part of the Sound? Didn't he just saw me trying to capture the Raikage's niece? Does Orochimaru have any other spies in Kumo? Naruto asks. He probably have a few in every village council. What's wrong with you? Said Gonaru. You're asking me questions, but I'm not answering them. So, are you going insane? Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't realize. I was reading your mind. So thanks for the information, Naruto said, as he activated his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. What the Kamui? Naruto said, as he sucked away Gonaru. Naruto then arrived at the tower, as he was greeted by Eva, who was waiting for him at the entrance. So, how did it go? Eva asked. I got only a bit of general information from him. He was a lonely pawn, after all, Naruto said, as they entered the tower. I see. Still, why didn't you kill the Uchiha? I thought that was why you want them to advance to the second exam, said Eva. Yeah, but I'm sure I will get the chance in the third exam. But the cursed seal is more important right now. Remember what we got from Anko's cursed seal, said Naruto with a smirk. Oh yeah, you mean the snake, right? Said Eva. Yeah, keep it down though. You never know who's listening, Naruto said. But no one was nearby though. We'll talk about it when the old man get here. How's Yujito doing? Naruto asked. Better, they have a public bath here, with the additional bathroom in every room, so all the girls gathered at once. Well, except for Sakura, she's still out of it. But being surrounded by girls had a good effect on her. Hell, even the blonde from the sand and the girl from the sound tried to cheer her up. I see that they hate their roles in this mess, said Eva. Have Yujito stay in our team room, just to make sure no one try anything, Naruto said as they entered the cafeteria. Already did, said Eva. She would probably feel safer if she stayed near you, since you save her and all. Naruto was about to order several bowls of ramen when a Anvu appeared behind him. Fuhan-sama, the Hokage, and the Raikage has arrived, as well as the Ninja Council, and require your presence, the Anvu said. Fine. Eva, let's go. You are there as well. And I might need your help, Naruto said. As they all went to a room in front of the Hokage and the Raikage. Ah, Naruto, nice to see you came on such short notice, Sarutobi said, as Naruto nodded. It's best that we get this over with quickly, Naruto said. What did you find from the traitors? Yujito didn't want to talk about it. And we did not insist, since she's in a mood, said the Raikage. Not much. Orochimaru is the head of the Sound, and they are working with the Sand for invasion, and they require the power of the Biju. The only other name I got was Kabuto. Gonaru also mentioned that Orochimaru has spies in all civilian council in every village. They wanted Yujito as backup in case Gaara wouldn't cooperate, Naruto explained. So they were trying to sever Yujito's chakra from the Nibi until they needed her. That is what those seals were for. They wanted to keep her weak so she wouldn't escape, the Raikage said. Indeed, Naruto confirmed. With so many Jonin and Anvu here, it will safer for her to remain in the tower until the second exam is over, said A. Don't worry, I can take her directly to our compound, and she will be safer there, Eva said. I know, but I need her to check on her seal for any damage, and he isn't allowed to leave the Forest of Death because of the exam, Sarutobi said. And I believe she would want to stay near Naruto at the moment, said Sarutobi. Now, we have some other things to discuss. Raikage, if you want to talk to Yujito, she's in room 211 with Samui and Haku, Sarutobi said, as A left. Now, let's talk about the Uchiha, Anko said as she entered the room. Yes, Sasuke has been marked with Orochimaru curse seal, and according to Evangeline, he is quite unstable, said Inoichi. Like he was stable before, Naruto said. Still, I need to inspect his seal before I attempt to remove it. It has been over 10 years since he gave Anko her seal. He might have improved it. Yes, it's quite possible. I have sent for Sasuke earlier. He should be here soon, Sarutobi said. So, you will just extract the soul fragment again, said Inoichi. Yes, that's my goal. But whatever the case, I'm removing the seal as well. I believe you all agree with me when I say Sasuke cannot handle that kind of power. Not to mention he's too young and physically weak for the strain of the seal to put on his body, said Naruto. Yes, though the civilians would disagree, said Shikaku. To hell with the civilians. One of them is a spy for Orochimaru. Tell them nothing, Eva said. Yes, that would be the most logical solution, said Shibe. You want to see us, Hokage? Kakashi asked as he, Asuma, Kurenai, Guy, Ibiki, Sakura, Sasuke entered the room. Yes, I did. But what is Sakura doing here? Said Sarutobi. She insisted to come. She said that she was a witness, said Kurenai. Yes, I was there when Naruto attacked Sasuke because he was envious of him, Sakura screamed. Eva vanished in darkness as she appeared behind Sakura and knocked her out again. I'll get her out of here, Eva said as the both of them sink into the shadow. What's going on? Sasuke asked as he was confused. But he was knocked out by Naruto. I need him to stay quiet so I can inspect the seal, said Naruto, as he placed Sasuke on the table. Naruto inspected the seal for a few minutes as he occasionally pushed some chakra into it. This is bad, he said. What's wrong, Naruto? Asked Sarutobi as he approached Naruto. It's a very improved version. The soul fragment has completely bound to the seal. We cannot separate the soul fragment from the seal, and if we remove the seal, we lose all information the soul fragment has, Naruto said. Well, we have to get that thing off the Uchiha before he become even more insane than before, said Inoichi. Too bad, we cannot remove it like a sticker, said Tatsumi. That's it, Naruto said loudly as he looked at Tatsumi with a large grin. What's it? Asked Ibiki. We transfer the seal on someone else. I cannot separate the soul fragment from the seal, but transfer both is easy, Naruto said. But it has to be a human, Naruto said. Are you suggesting that we save the Uchiha by giving this problem to someone else? Sarutobi asked as he looked at Naruto in disbelief. Well, I guess he gets out of this as well, Naruto said as he glanced at Sasuke. No, I'm suggesting something better. I will absorb the seal. When it make contact with my yokai, it will dissolve the seal into my chakra and it will be transferred to me, the information as well. And rather than waste time with the snake for information, I can compress it into books. That is how I stored my stuff in my mindscape. And then I can give those books physical form with my ability, Naruto explained. Are you sure the soul fragment won't possess you? Said Shikaku. A small piece of Orochimaru's soul against the most powerful Biju? I don't think so, Naruto said. Are you absolutely sure this will work? 110% sure, Naruto said. When can you do this? Sarutobi asked. In about an hour. I'm starving, Naruto said, as everyone's sweat dropped. Time skip. It was the 5th day, ending of the 5th day, and it felt good to be Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze Fuhen. After the 48 hours of headache, Naruto has the most knowledge than any other ninja in the Elemental Nation. The ritual was a success. It was rather easy to perform, as Naruto gained the knowledge and the seal was burnt away by the yokai from the fox. As Naruto had every knowledge that Orochimaru knew about Genjutsu, Taijutsu, Kinjutsu, Fuinjutsu, medical ninjutsu, all of his memories, all of his experiments, everything that he has done through his life. But he had a headache for the past 48 hours because it was so much memory, as Naruto was also terrified at some of the dark things he witnessed. Some of them made him want to puke. Orochimaru is a really messed up guy. It was bad to the point where the Kyuubi had to block some of the memories from Orochimaru because they were really starting to mess with Naruto's head. But after she blocked most of them, Naruto could go through them and found the things that were important. Now, Naruto stood in front of the Hokage as he was currently in a line with the rest of the Genins as they were going to take the preliminary exam. Naruto glanced around at the other teams that had reached his stage. All the Rookies team along with Team 9 was here of Konoha, the Sand team was here, the Sound team, Kabuto's team, and a team from the Hidden Rain. Right now, Neji was on Naruto's list as he had taken every chance he had to humiliate and try to beat up on Hinata because he blamed her of his father's death when the Kumo ninjas tried to attack and kidnap Hinata when she was much younger, and they said that they had no clue about this and Konoha was about to break the alliance with them. They wanted the head of the Uchiha clan to be killed, but seeing that Neji's father was Hayashi's twin brother, the council of Konoha let Neji's father took the punishment instead, and that resulted in his death. Naruto then looked at Kabuto and his team. Kabuto and his team had to die. It was plain and simple as that. Naruto wouldn't allow Orochimaru's right-hand man to walk around the village so freely. The Rain Ninjas were thereby sure luck, as they will be dealt with easily. The only person on the Sand team that Naruto was really thinking about was Gaara, as he was dangerous for the others. As Naruto then looked at the Sound team, as he saw the girl Kin, she had bruises all over her arms. As he then saw that she was looking at her teammates as she was scared of the both of them, as it just pissed Naruto off. Naruto then looked at Sarutobi as he said, "Tsukuyomi." "Hey, old man," Naruto said, as both him and Naruto were on top of the Hokage's tower with a table in front of them, drinking tea. "Hello, Naruto," said Sarutobi as he looked down at his hand to see the glass of tea. "I take it we're in the Tsukuyomi." "I guess you talked with Ibiki," Naruto said as he sipped his tea. "Yes, I did. So, what is so urgent that you want to talk to me about?" "The Sound team. From the memories I got from Orochimaru, we both know what will happen to them in the third exam," said Naruto. "I take it you want to save them," said Sarutobi as he drank some of his tea. "Not them. Just Kin, the girl. She didn't want to be here at all, but Orochimaru blackmailed her with her friend Life. And from the looks of it, her teammates take their anger out on her," Naruto explained. "I see," said Sarutobi, "but won't Orochimaru make good on his threat to her?" "Not a chance. You see, ironically, her friend is Teiwaya, one of the members of the Sound 4 Orochimaru personal bodyguards. There is no way in hell Orochimaru would kill her off like that while he still needs her. Actually, he intends to tell Teiwaya that Kin got killed by us and have her channel all that anger in the invasion," Naruto said. "So you want to use Kin to get to Teiwaya? That doesn't sound like you, Naruto," said Sarutobi as he raised the eyebrow. "Well, you know as I do, that I don't need to do this to get what I want," Naruto said. "But I do want to help these two. I took a look at some of the memories that involve the Sound 4. Among them, Teiwaya is the only one forced by Orochimaru to join their ranks, since he destroyed their home village. And he showed up in front of the few that survived, and made them an offer they could not refuse. They were all alone, weak and scared, so they accept him." "I see," said Sarutobi as he nodded in understanding. "Very well, you have my permission to bring them both to Konoha. I take it you want to adopt them in your clan as well?" "Yes," Naruto said. "That way they will be protected against any of the village anger against them." "Alright then, anything else?" Sarutobi asked. "Yeah, announce that we have an hour before anything starts. I want to talk to her first and heal any injuries she got from her teammate. And I feel that Orochimaru is disguised as a Sound team sensei. I want to have some fun scaring him off," said Naruto. "Yes, even if we try to capture him now, the invasion might still continue. And we don't want him to see any new jutsu." "Alright. Do it, Naruto," said Sarutobi, as Naruto nodded, as Naruto break the Tsukuyomi. "So, if any of you feel like you want to withdraw, you can withdraw right now. It won't affect any of your teams," the proctor announced. "Proctor, I wish to withdraw," said Kabuto. "Very well, Kabuto, you're disqualified." Kabuto nodded as he walked off. Anyone else? The proctor asked. As no one answered, Sarutobi took charge, as he gave them 1 hour to think over their strategies. As the Genins split up into teams and met with their sensei, Naruto sent a mental message to Anko, Ino, Hinata, Haku, Eva, and told them to enjoy the show. Hey Kin, Saki, hold on a sec, Naruto said, as he approached the 3 Sound Ninja and their disguised Jonin. That was Orochimaru. It's you, Dosu said, as his eyes widened in terror. You know this young man, Orochimaru asked, as Zaku and Kin looked at Dosu. Yes, he interrupted our fight with the Uchiha and convinced me to take Zaku and Kin out of there, said Dosu. Ah, so he's the one who helped you, said Orochimaru as he narrowed his eyes at Naruto. You could say that, said Naruto. And what do you need from Kin? The disguised Orochimaru asked. Are you going to ask her for a date? He asked with a fake smile. Something like that, said Naruto, as Naruto activated his Sharingan to Orochimaru's surprise. You don't mind, do you? As Naruto then revealed the Mangekyou. As Orochimaru's mind was exploding at this moment, Orochimaru could also tell that this child knew a lot more than he was letting on. Could he know that I'm Orochimaru? Hey, you still there? Naruto said, as he clapped his hand in front of Orochimaru's face. Do as you please, Kin. I just remember, I have something to take care of, Orochimaru said, as he vanished in a sunshin. Follow me, Naruto said, as Kin walked behind him, as he led her behind the statue, and motioned for her to have a seat. But what do you want? She asked, as she saw his eyes and heard what happened in the forest, as she was now scared of him. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm here to offer you something, said Naruto with a smile. But guys, let me end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this or know what to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification to stay posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in your social media platform. And thank you for all of your help and your support. I posted 6 what ifs today, guys, and I hope you enjoy each and every one of them. I posted a new episode of What If Naruto Took His Training Seriously. I posted a new episode of What If Naruto Returned Different After His Training Trip. And I also posted a new episode over on Anime King 2 of What If Naruto Was Trained by Gods, and What If Naruto Rebuilt the Uzumaki clan, and I also posted What If Naruto Was Taken by Orochimaru. So go ahead and check them out and enjoy. And thank you all again for your help and your support, and I hope you do enjoy each and every one of them. And remember guys, if you're new, to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join Anime King and Anime King 2 and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you again guys. But for now, I'm out of here. Peace.